The media has been bombarding women for years, telling them how they should look and feel about themselves. However, in recent years, the global male market for beauty products has exploded. It is expected to grow from $19.7 billion in 2009 to $85 billion by 2015.
I think media has given me images of people to not only look up to, but to copy and kind of change my ideas of what I should look like.
Media has definitely affected my appearance and what I think of myself. I definitely pay attention to fashion trends and stuff like that. And I'm just really into, making myself look the best I can as possible.
When I dress, I go pretty typical. I wear a Zag shirt or some baseball shirt or something that looks pretty typical for a man to wear. I don't really go and look up male fashion magazines and what the latest trends are, because I can create my own trend.
There's just like those two looks of like the tall, dark, and handsome type, or the like the blonde girl who's just like perfectly made up with makeup and stuff like that.
So media really has set a standard for what I'm supposed to look like. A lot of the times there's a lot of stereotypes that are given, or that I need to dress a certain way because this is what's shown on TV or in a newspaper or magazine, and so that's like a standard that I feel like sometimes I should meet or have to meet.
They're pretty jacked, like it's abnormal what they're at. But I feel like if you work for it, if that's what you want, that's how you should look how you want.
I think men nowadays are expected to dress a little bit better, be in shape. A lot of characters on TV are, in the way that women have always talked about that. So I think men are starting to be on a more even playing field in terms of the way we're expected to have our appearance.
While some might argue that paying attention to appearance is a good thing by encouraging healthy eating and exercise, others are saying that it has driven men to eating disorders such as anorexia and bulimia. Male incidents of eating disorders have had a rapid increase over the recent years, reaching as much as 10% of all cases.
Currently don't have any diet or I don't restrict myself with food.
I don't think I have any special or irregular eating habits. I just try and cut out, sugars and fat, I guess.
I definitely try to eat healthy, not just for the, how it makes your body look, but also just for how I feel like I have more energy if I, eat well and stuff like that.
When I know I should be making a better meal for myself, sometimes I'm like, I've got a box of taquitos in the freezer. It takes me a minute. I can put them in the microwave. Why not just do that? And I can go to do homework in like 2 minutes.
I do what I can to play catch, baseball or football outside a couple times a week. Sometimes I go running. I don't like going to the gym that much, so I like doing actual activities outside like baseball and football.
I love biking, I love walking, hiking, and when I get the chance to do those things, I do that.
I mainly try to eat right. I mean, it's kind of hard to do it in college. I've definitely had weeks where I've just eaten like top ramen and stuff.
Statistically, women are still driven towards partners that give them emotional support. Nonetheless, men have started to think that they are not good enough for the opposite sex.
Women think they see me in a way, and then I turn out not to be that.
I think there's a certain pressure about like with relationships and stuff, I think there's a certain appearance that's like preferred among women.
Women have always said I was cute or adorable, and that's fine. That's like, I don't care.
I've been told that I'm actually pretty flirty with girls. I mean, I don't have a girlfriend right now, but that doesn't matter. It doesn't affect me from being flirty with women.
I really don't know what women are thinking about me.
I do think my body type changes my experience with the opposite sex.
I think women probably think I'm a little bit too confident, and I hope they understand that I'm kidding, but I hope they don't think I'm too much of an asshole.
I'm Philip Tostado. My majors are sociology and international relations. My weight is 110 pounds. I had really emo hair for a while, and it wasn't intentional, but it happened, and I also happened to listen to a lot of emo music, like My Chemical Romance, and because of that, I got the reputation of being emo, and so I didn't want that, and so I completely changed my hairstyle. So I guess it's kind of the opposite, where there was an image in the media that I did not want to be associated with, so I had to change the way I looked because of it. first impressions are always like taught to be key, and I don't exactly have the most imposing presence, so I would have to go out of my way to make friends, I feel like, more than someone else who was taller or bigger would have to.
It's so nice, dude. Like, I wish we had a grill. Matt Shepard Gertis, height 5'11", weight 205 pounds. I don't think my appearance affects the people I hang out with. I just make friends with anyone, I guess. In high school, I was pretty skinny. I was always pretty tall, around 5'11", and then everyone, you know, started passing 6 foot, and I became a little bit shorter. And I played soccer all the time, so I was big for the soccer guys. But then when I played football junior year, I was terrible because I was pretty fast, but I was so skinny I couldn't really tackle anyone. I was like, wow, really gotta, you know, hit the weights if I want to ever do anything with sports.
Men have the tendency to just come here for weights. They want to just reboot, want to get stronger, bigger, while women like to just do things that are more in line with what they do, how they feel, you know. And so they do a lot of cardio.
I always do cardio first before my workout, so I'm on the treadmill, and it's almost all women. There's rarely any men there, and usually when there are men there, there are other people from like the LGBT community that I know who are there, and I just think it's really funny that that happens.
When I'm in the gym, it's usually, I would describe it as driven. I gotta hit that next exercise, take as little break as I can, you know, push more weight if I can, always trying to improve, be better than the guy next to me, I guess. I would probably say working out goes in the necessary category now. I get kind of anxious and a little bit irritable if I haven't worked out in a couple days. I'm not as fun to be around at that time. I don't know, most people I don't think would agree with me, but I don't think I'm at where I need to be for the typical male. Being 5'11", 200 pounds, I feel like I should be probably bigger.
Here, our population is very specific about health. Some guys, believe it or not, guys look at themselves in the mirror as much or more than a female.
I would say a large part of going to the gym so much is definitely getting ready for the military, especially because I want to do infantry. So I need to be able to do that if I want to be the best leader I can be.
My dad, who's similar height to me, he got bigger because like he pretty much lost his like metabolism. But then as soon as he started going back to the gym recently, and now he's pretty fit. And it's just like sort of like a reaction to that, like, oh crap, I look like shit right now, so I should probably actually do something about it.
Tips. I mean, when it comes to not dieting, I would say we don't talk about dieting. We talk about eating healthy. You know, so when it comes to that, everything has to be in balance.
My favorite food is probably any kind of meat, steak, ham, anything like that.
My favorite food is definitely pasta.
We live in a society that is, and a culture that is very inclined to do quantity versus quality.
I don't have weird things I like to eat necessarily, but growing up and still I'm super picky about what I'm eating. Like I can't eat anything with egg in it. I mean, cake is okay, you can't taste it, but if I can see the egg, I cannot eat it, and so I will scrape it off. If someone makes fried rice and I'm eating it, I have to take off the little egg bits from the rice just to eat it. When I was in preschool, I remember a nun forcing me to eat an egg, and it was a hard-boiled egg, and she forced me to eat it, and I threw up all over the place, and I haven't been able to eat eggs since then.
I think the biggest thing that will change my appearance is age. Wear and tear on my muscles, won't be able to work out as much. My expectations for the future are that I will do whatever the Army sends me to do. Right now I have no idea what the actual Army is like. Just from being in ROTC in school, it's pretty laid back. I don't feel like I have a good grasp of what it will actually be like.
My eating habits changed just from going from high school to college, so I'm sure they'll probably change again. I don't know, since it looks like I'm going to be traveling a lot, it's going to be a completely different component, especially if I go to Japan where the food's just completely different.
This is my bathroom. None of this is mine. I got my one drawer right here. It's literally got shaving cream, toothbrush, toothpaste, and a razor.
Trying to think, get up, I guess, brush my teeth, etc. Got my face stuff from Kiehl's. I have actually quite a lot of Kiehl's products.
I'm not the biggest guy, but I make up for it with character, with charisma, with a sense of humor. And, not every guy's perfect. Not every girl's perfect, although some girls I do think are perfect.
I don't try to bench press and stuff like that because I know I'll never be that big guy. I'll always be pretty skinny, I'm guessing.
When I see people on the news, I see people that are really professionally dressed and then people that don't seem to care. And in that respect, it's kind of inspiring to see in the media people that care about their appearance, not just because of their appearance, but because of the message that their appearance gives to the audience.
I think it's a big possibility that my appearance can be affected by my future because I get shot at for a living. So there's always that,
Once I'm out working regularly, and I'm kind of a workaholic already, and so I see that probably going to be like that in the future. It's going to leave me a lot less time to think about my body image, I think. So hopefully I don't just let it all go and get super fat, but it could happen.